My project for today is creating a frame to a 2.5 by 3.5 inch small artwork. This particular size is also called ATC in the art world, or artist trading card. A lot of people collect them. You can buy them, you can trade them. On eBay they're called ACEO, ACEO. It's a very cute way to own art and inexpensive. But some people like to frame them and hang them on the wall. So I'll show you today how to do a pretty simple frame. This I'm making for my daughter actually. And this is a sample of what we're gonna make. And we're gonna do a series of 4, so we're gonna do 3 more. As you can see, it is a bit raised from the top. It's a little bit high. It's about 1/4 of an inch, 1/3 of an inch maybe high. And it gives it a little bit of depth to the piece. Okay, so what you're gonna need is some mat board. And if you don't have mat board, any cardboard will do. This mat board is 4-ply, 1/16 of an inch, and it's pretty hard. You know, it's really hard. I like to buy the basic white. And also when I use it for different projects, I keep tons of scraps on the sides, as you can see, in a little bag. So we'll see if I have any in this particular bag that I can reuse before I cut any. Okay. For cutting the paper and the mat, you're going to need a cutter. I have a guillotine that I use. It's a small one. It's, I think it's called Cutter Pete something. I don't remember. But I like this one. I've had it for a long time. Or you can use a guillotine one for the paper. Or you can just use a cutter and a ruler, whatever works. Okay. I'm gonna need regular white glue, plain Elmer's glue, pencil. I have some ink pads that I like to use. It's not necessary, but it gives it a nice touch sometimes. I haven't decided if I'm going to use it or not yet, but we'll see. And you can take some markers. These are Prisma markers. I use the broad or the fine, the dual side. But really, you can use anything that you have at home. If you don't have that and you have watercolors, that might do. You know. Okay. Oh, and last but not least, scrapbook paper. And I already chose the scrap papers that I'm going to use according to the pictures that I have that I want to frame. So this is what I chose for this one. You're gonna need 3 colors combination for each frame. One for the inside frame, one for the middle, and one for the outside. So I like to use contrasting colors that match, of course, the theme and the picture that I'm using. So these 3 are for this one. And then I have this little piece here. And I chose these 3, 1, 2, 3, for this one. And then I chose these 3. 1, 2, 3 for this one. Okay, so these are the papers that I'm using for each one. I'll put this aside for now. And let's start with cutting the mat board. So for each one of these, I'm going to start by cutting. Let me just move the camera a little bit better, a little sideways. Okay. So I'm going to need 2 boards that are 4x6. One flat that I'm going to use on the in the outside, and one for the frame, and then some pieces on the inside. So let's start by cutting, because I have 3 frames. I'm going to need 6 of these. Let's cut 6 of these. Like I said, I already have some leftovers. Let's use the leftovers that I have. Okay. I have a 6x6 piece here. I need a 6x4. Let's just measure it to be sure. And this piece is a little too big. Okay. This is a little under 6. Okay. The 6 and 6. Okay, so this is 6 here. I'll cut 4 inches. This is not a good time to break on me. Okay, I think my battery is running out and I forgot to plug it in. Let me just plug it in for a second.